So today we'll be doing a free radical Moze build. And this is a build made specifically for the free radical, and this is my first Moze build after a long time. I made this build just because one of the people in the community made a free radical Moze build, and instantly said that I'll make this build even better. I'll make a better build than theirs. So I did. So let's get to the gear. For the gear we have 8 free radicals. 4 with the 112k base damage in the 30 mag, and another 4 with 125k base and 21 mag. Those are going to be worse for the build, but I just have them to have them if you want to experiment with them. And I will also have a crit MP5 for movement speed, because these ones will just be better for your overall DPS. And we also have a crit MP5 for movement speed. All are going to be with the kill stack, anointed, because I figured that'd be the ideal one. You can also do, after exiting Iron Bear, 160% splash damage, but we're going to be doing Iron Cup for the build and not Bear. So I decided to kill stack. And we also have a successor option, even though you won't need it. We're going to be doing this for like stronger episodes. I will want to do True Tiger Fervor at the end of the video if I don't forget. And I'll use the successor option for Hag. And as you can see, we're doing a Shock Old God, the triple absorb with AC Terror. This is going to be a Terror build, even though we won't really have Terror active a lot. It's just for the 18 seconds of Terror. I guess, pretty much 18 seconds of Terror. No, I'm pretty sure it's more. It's just you apply Terror for 18 seconds. It doesn't last 18 seconds. This will boost our theoretical damage, and also our Hex damage. Because we're also going to be doing a shock recurring hex with terror damage and fire rate. The reason why we're doing a shock shield and a shock grenade and 4 radicals is because we're doing Harmonious Havoc in Purple Tree, which will give us a 10% bonus gun damage per element, per matching element of every slot. So we have 6 shock items, which is the max, so it gives us 60% bonus gun damage, which is good. For a class mod, we're doing a Rocketeer with plus 5 Skagden with splash damage radius, splash damage and pistol damage. We're doing the Rocketeer purely for Skagden. We don't care about this, in fact, we only care about the points into Skagden. And I don't want to do a Minesweeper build, even though you can do a Minesweeper build on this build. But we don't have a Guardian Angel here. One of the few builds where we don't need a Guardian Angel, because this build is just very strong. The theoretical just one-shots, and we're not doing any triple sticky for bosses or anything. For Artifact, we're doing a Malwang Company Man with damage 50%, fire rate 40%, and crit damage 50% with mag size, shock damage, and AoE damage. We also have a second one with mag size instead of fire rate. That's going to be for these radicals with the 125k base damage. It's as a compensation. We have a 51 mag with these ones, so this will give us more DPS overall, even more. And then a couple of launch pad, even though we won't need it, and a Snowdrift Victory Rush with the movement speed and AoE damage for moving around fast. And also the Hex will just be useful for damage. So for Purple Tree, for the skill tree, we're doing Purple Tree. For Purple Tree, we're doing 3 points into Big Surplus. For Incendiary damage, a bonus Incendiary element when our cup's cooling down. This gets Mayhem scaling, so this would be good. The 3 points into really big guns. This is to stay down the skill tree to get down to Harmonious Havoc and Fired Up. Fired Up will give us bonus fire rate, and that bonus fire rate is 25% bonus fire rate at max stacks. So we're going to be using the Hex as well to proc dots on mobs for that bonus fire rate. For Action Scaler, we're doing Cub with the Baby Nukes Augment, because that's pretty much the only one available. Well, I guess we have fuel for the fire, but I've never seen anybody use that. For Blue Tree, we're doing 5 points into Skagden. For another fire bonus element when we do splash damage, and with 10 points in it, we get. This is a bonus element of 930% damage. If this was 5 points, then it'd be 465%. So, very good skill, like you know already. And to learn to speak properly. Anyway, 1 point into deadlines, 2 space in the skill tree, because we don't really care about those skills. Because our cub will just die. Because we're gonna be doing the grenade launcher with lock and speed load, which is the 5-round burst grenade launcher. So that cub can off himself, so they can get big surplus. 30 points into means of destruction. For our chance to get ammo back whenever we do splash damage, and it will be a lot. Forecast promotion. For bonus splash damage and bonus splash radius. And this gets double dipped by a short fuse, so it's very good. What's funny is that K6 never takes this skill. Not only he misses out on a splash damage buff, pretty much the only one for Moze, but also he misses out on the bonus splash radius, which is also very good. He just has a skill issue because he always downs himself with Forecast promotion. And then we're doing 5 points into Stainless Steel Bear. This boosts our action skill stop, including Fire in the Skagan and Big Surplus, because those count as action skill damage, so they get Mayhem scaling. So this will be really good. And then 3 points into Pull the Holy Pin. This is to spec down the skill tree to get down to 2 points into Vampire. To also spec down the skill tree to get down to the last, which is a good skill whenever you're down. And you can't reach mobs, so you can use the Hex to like hit the mobs and possibly get Skin Wind if you can't do it with the Radical. And also Short Fuse, strongest skill in this franchise pretty much. Occasional splash damage on our shots. You pretty much always take this skill, most of the time at least. You know, there might be some niche builds that don't take this skill. I've seen those kinds of builds already in the past. For orange shielding, 5 points into armored infantry. For shield damage reduction and bonus gun damage, this is a small buff, but we mainly spec down to the drawing and brass for bonus gun damage and reduced fire rate. The reduced fire rate is negligible, but the bonus gun damage will be nice. And those are pretty much leftover points. Because we also have stuff in Green Tree, which is 5 points into Cloud of Lead. For occasional free shots and incendiary damage on our shots. Then Darker Bear, so that you can, so the Cub gets increased damage, and for him to off himself faster. 3 points into Stoke the Embers for increased incendiary damage, and not bonus incendiary damage. So it's not a bonus, it directly boosts. It's a direct boost to our fire damage, incendiary damage, same thing. Redistribution for ammo regen and HP regen on crits. This is basically Forge, but good. As you can see, we're not taking Forge, because Forge is one of the shittiest capstones in the game. 5 points to Scrappy for bonus gun damage, handling, weapon swap speed, and most switch speed whenever we're moving. This is also just a good skill. And then Russian Offensive, so that we have life steal whenever we sprint, so we can throw a Hex, and sprint, so we can get our HP back. This is a really good way, a very good form of lifesteal. Even better than Vampire with a CMT. CMT is not useful anymore really, except for doing launcher spam with means of destruction. That's pretty much the only time nowadays where the CMT is like somewhat desirable, even though launchers can already sustain themselves pretty well. So people that still use the CMT in 2025 either actually use that for the reason I just mentioned, so launcher spam with means of destruction, or they're doing a normal gun build and they're stuck in April 2020. Because the Hex is just straight up better for most of the Moze builds in 2025. And then Scorching IPMs, this will not only buff our fire rate, crit damage, and Iron Bear hardpoint damage, but this will also buff our Big Surplus and Skagden, so that's also going to be really good for ourselves. And also Specialist Bear for 60% bonus Iron Bear damage. For Cub, because this also applies to Cub, anything that applies to Bear applies to Cub. So that so Cub can off himself even faster. And is that everything? For the Mecha modifiers, we're doing Speed Demon, Chili Avenger, Drone Ranger, Postmortem. You can also do Laser Fire instead of Drone Ranger. And this will pretty much be a speedrun, because you can complete... This build is like speedrun viable, to be honest. And I'm not even joking, like you can speedrun with this build if you want to. So this is, with 10 minutes into the video, let's see how long we'll be into the video at the end of the takedown. As you can see, if you build for the free radical, then you pretty much one-shot everything. I missed. I'm not even getting any short fuse procs, because I'm doing too much damage so that short fuse doesn't get a chance to proc. I feel like I don't even have short fuse. Okay, there we go, I got short fuse. Like, look at this. Boom. Oh, doors already open, okay. That was... Can we just feel on it? Okay, that was cracking. And also managed to do... a simple Valkyrie, or double Valkyrie skip. Oh no, okay, I wanna have Cobb, I wanna get some big surplus and tear, so we're gonna... Okay, I'm gonna waste time here, a little bit. I want Cobb, I want Cobb to off himself. Okay, oh no, I need to be ready. Okay, I could have gotten a double there, a double Valkyrie skip there, but I didn't have enough damage. Now check out the actual destruction. Yeah, that was something. Okay, that was something. Once again, that was shoulder. Okay. I didn't get a chance to cycle Rota whenever she jumped down. Because if she jumps down, then she spawns the little guys. If you manage to get her to her bubble before she jumps down, then she doesn't spawn the little guys, which doesn't waste your time. Okay, that was fast. Speed up time. Oh, I almost got hit by the death skull there. Which could have been bad, because it can sometimes fuck up. And, okay, I deserve that. And sometimes not even give you a second wind after you kill the first mob. Because whenever you get hit by a death skull as you're respawning, the game stings you in fight for life, but not at the same time. So you either sometimes get a second wind after the first kill, or you need to kill a few more mobs in order to actually get a second wind. So in a way, you're a zombie whenever that happens. Let's... Oh my god, that guy just shot you. Let's throw out a few more hexes. As you can see, if you want more efficiency on your aim, you can also use the mouse snap to target feature option in the settings, in the game. I think it's in gameplay settings. So if you want to be more accurate, then you can just kinda keep spamming ADS. So that it will lock on to the newest mob that's near your reticle. Yeah, like that. So if you have like a death sphere flying around and you can't hit that very easily, then you can just spam your ADS. I hit it very easily. And that's just quality of life. That's not cheating, that's quality of life. But if you're doing like something very specific like the Mantis Cannon Dot with Zane, then you want to have that off. Because I'm pretty sure that the mouse snap to target feature goes for center of mass, and not for crits. Yeah, I was able to get a power bubble with this before, but I guess I didn't make it this time. If this is a bad... Holy... Oh my god. Oh, okay, I got it. Wait. Okay, this could be huge. You... Okay, that was fine anyway. You know, I could have got an insta-kill there before Wotan dropped down. That was still fine. That could have been even faster. Okay, that's pretty much like a 4.5 minute takedown run. Get the brain. Bear Trooper, Distributor, Rack Pack, some other passives. Jacob's crit, okay, that's not great. Distributor. This boom and keep this word. Okay. So this was the theoretical Moze build. I'll upload the save file in my Discord, which I'll leave a link to in the description. See you tomorrow with episode 2 of showing you things that you might find useful from my test results and also other people's test results. So maybe I should like change the title. I don't know. But I'll mostly be doing my things. I'll occasionally like do 1 or 2 things, and I'll credit the person that found this. So see you tomorrow with episode 2 of the things you might find useful from my test results. Bye bye.